Hi and welcome back to the fifth and final day of the 3B's email course. Today's topic is going to be focused on behaviour. It's the topic that I get asked most about by parents and professionals. Essentially, people want to know, how do I stop my child from doing what they're doing? Or in the case of cleaning their rooms, how do I get them to start, right? Behaviour impacts everybody. And for that reason, we tend to focus on it. But what actually is behaviour? For me, behaviour is simply how we show the outside world what's going on for us inside. It's how we let you out there know about me in here. When children feel safe and loved, they behave in ways that are both safe and loving. But when children feel afraid, when they feel their safety is at risk, they have a number of strategies aimed at getting back to that sense of safety. We might understand them as fight, flight, freeze, but there are others. And when a child feels shame, when they feel that they're not good enough to belong within that social group, they have a number of ways of dealing with those feelings of shame. They might attack. They might try and provoke your shame instead. They might try and avoid anything that feels shameful for them. Or they might try and appease. They might try and make themselves good enough in your eyes, even if that means denying part of who they really are. One of the things that I know about behaviour is, again, it is triggered by other behaviour. It is cyclical, this model of 3B's. What that means is that as a child experiences a relationship, it informs their beliefs that then shows out in their behaviour. But how their behaviour is responded to then also informs those beliefs and impacts how they are in relationships. So let me give you an example of that to make that a little bit clearer. If a child has had a really poor experience of relationships and felt really, really unsafe, they would come to the belief that they are not safe enough. As a response to that, they might get triggered into a fight response. When young people in schools, for instance, fight, they can often find themselves being restrained by staff. The behaviour that that staff member shows to that child can then strengthen that view that they really are at risk, and it can then impact how they see themselves as being in relationships, because now relationships feel even more scary, because it's not just that first relationship where they were hurt, but now this staff member as well. And so we can get into this situation where we just go round and round and round in circles. And every time we go round, we strengthen that child's belief that they aren't safe, that they aren't lovable. As foster and adoptive parents and as professionals, this offers us a great opportunity to break that cycle. How we respond to our children is the key. It is our behaviour that we really need to focus on. If we can behave in ways that feel safe enough and that feel loving enough, we can start to challenge the beliefs that our children have. It takes time, patience, a lot of determination. It's really, really hard going in places. But that really is the only key. So when it comes to behaviour management, I'd really like you to think about, how do you maintain safety? How do you reduce shame? Because those are the two key factors that are really going to bring about lasting change for your child.